So first off, bro, let me just go ahead and say I hate electricians now. I'm a 97 baby. Yeah, I could be keeping up with trailer prices, nigga. Money is so imaginary. Oh, yo, we out there, bill, boy. Lord have mercy, boy. Lord, Jesus, Lord, Jesus, Lord. It's another week, boy. Welcome to the Oowap. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Oowap. Please excuse the clutter on this desk if you're watching the video. You know what I'm saying? You know how I be out here in these streets, bro. You know what I mean? We've been moving a lot of furniture, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We had some guests over, had to move that card table over there, put that bitch over there, bro. It's the comedy festival week, so I know I'm finna be trying to get some guest episodes in, so I'm gonna be moving shit back over there again, bro. You know what I mean? It's just a lot going on, bro. It's just a lot going on, bro. You know, hopefully next week I'll have a lot to talk about, But hey man, how you guys doing? You know what I'm saying? How was your weekend last weekend? You know what I'm saying? This past weekend. It's Labor Day. Happy day of labor or lack of labor. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all had today off. Hopefully y'all doing something like very relaxing, maybe a little cookout. Well, I don't know, it looks kind of damp outside. Maybe a little too damp for a cookout in the moment. You know what I'm saying? It's only 9:42 in the morning. But hopefully you're doing something for yourself this weekend, taking time to celebrate all of your labor, all of your contributions to not just the United States economy, but the global economy, bro. You make a difference in this world, all right, with your imaginary numbers. You know what I'm saying? Imaginary numbers. Shit. But for those of you who don't know, all right, the North Carolina Comedy Festival in Greensboro has started. It started last Friday, I believe. So if you didn't catch in the sketch or improv, trust me, baby, you got a whole week till Sunday, the 11th of September, to catch all the stand up in the world. You know what I'm saying? As far as Greensboro is concerned, all right. And for people who showed up for the sketch and the improv, bro, I'm not sketching improv, but I do want to thank you. You know what I'm saying? For just supporting local comedy, for supporting live comedy. And the festival's barely local. You know what I'm saying? It's people from all over the world in this bitch. I want to say like 300 something comics are supposed to be descendant upon Greensboro. Oi. So yeah. So if you got time this week, if you got time today, I'm actually doing the show today at the next door bar right next to the Idiot Box tonight, 7:30. You know what I'm saying? Be there or be square. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a lot of exciting stuff going on. All right, a lot of exciting things. All right, going on for this upcoming week. All right, upcoming. Shit. What do I want to talk about? What happened to me recently? Right. That's the real question. Right. That's the question we should all be asking ourselves, bro. What did I do? You know what I'm saying? What did I do recently? What have I gone through recently? I did have to go to a funeral, bro. This is like the second funeral I've had to. I want to say I've been going to hella funerals lately. You know what I'm saying? Not hella, but I think this is the most close together I've had to go to some funerals. Nigga lost the uncle a few weeks back. And then a very close friend of mine, a very close, very dear friend of mine, lost his pops, and that was, it's always weird, you know what I'm saying? It's like, especially when it's like it's not a death that's directly related to you, you know what I mean? But it's just kind of like you see how it impacts people that are close to you, and it just, regardless, I feel like it has been eye opening just the past few weeks, just having to deal with death and grief and all that stuff. It has kind of just brought back some gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like grief should always come with gratitude. You know what I mean? They should go hand in hand, because a lot of it's hard to be thankful for something until you lose it. You know what I mean? Like even when you think about the pandemic, a lot of people weren't grateful for their health until they lost health. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people weren't grateful for life or grateful for, their family until they lose someone in their family. You know what I mean? So, I really just want to let y'all know, hey, make sure, I know I say this a lot. I know I say this damn near every week, but please, for real, take time to reach out to family, to reach out to friends that you haven't spoken to in a while. Let them know you love them. Let them know you still care. Even if communication ain't where it used to be, that's just how life goes. Sometimes you kind of just grow up and grow apart, but that doesn't mean that the love isn't there. You know what I'm saying? That the care isn't there. So, if there are people, in your life that you're like, yo, you just randomly thought about this person, go ahead, shoot a text message. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to make it a big thing. Shoot them a text message. I'll tell you what, you'll be surprised how many people actually appreciate a surprise phone call. You know what I mean? I'm normally the type of person where I'm just kind of like, I'd rather not talk on the phone if we don't have to. But, recently I do kind of feel like that might be changing for me soon. You know what I mean? Especially when it's just kind of like, all right, I'm starting to see like, all right, you kind of forget that how prevalent death is, because even like during COVID, I feel like death was almost commoditized in a way as far as like um, it being spoken about in public, right? Like with COVID, it's just kind of like all we ever heard about COVID was death. You know what I'm saying? The whole pandemic was death. Even now with the monkeypox, it's like it's not life threatening, but it's kind of like, oh, we're almost approaching it with the same kind of death mentality. And I feel like after a certain point in time, you become very desensitized to death. You know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes it does take a little close to home hitting, you know what I mean, before we can fully appreciate, life and just kind of the relationships that we foster, over over the course of a lifetime, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just want to encourage people, encourage you guys specifically. If just hit people up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hit people up. Holiday seasons are coming up, but let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. You and me right now. All right, you and me. All right, let's be real right now. We're not guaranteed to see the holidays. None of us. You know what I'm saying? You're not. Your family isn't. Your friends aren't. None of us are guaranteed to see the holidays. So if you feel, if you think of a friend or a family member, you feel like, oh, maybe I need to reach out to this person, bro. Most definitely do that. Most definitely do that, because you never know. You never know how that's going to help that person. You know what I mean? Maybe that person has been low, and that's why your intuition, is calling on you to speak to them. You know what I mean? Maybe that person just needs to be uplifted. Maybe that person just needs, to just know that someone gives a fuck, that someone still cares, that someone's thinking of them. You know what I mean? So I just encourage you guys to do that shit, bro. Tell people you love them while you can, bro. Give flowers while people can still smell them. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's I kind of wanted to get that. Go ahead and put that shit out there for y'all. You know what I mean? So y'all can just fucking let that marinate on your spirit. You feel me? What else has been going on? Oh, bro, a lot of house updates is happening, bro. So first off, bro, let me just go ahead and say I hate electricians now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it hot. I hate anybody that costs more. I'm gonna keep it hot, bro. If anybody spends more than $2,000 on your services, bro, and that shit better be done hella well. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna fight this nigga, bro. This electrician has been working on this house, bro. We've been pinned down in his schedule, his PDA or whatever the fuck this nigga do, bro. I think he started in the house in like January, this January 22. And yo, this nigga has still not done not done shit. He's done, I guess, the big things, but then all the little things that we needed him to do so that we could just finish this up, put a bow on this bitch, and write this man a check, bro. He is just not doing it, bro. Like we bought extra supplies for this nigga to use, bro. Like, hey, I want this here. You know what I'm saying? I want this installed here. You know what I mean? Go ahead and put this here. And then, bro, niggas went back and he didn't do none of that shit, bro. It looked like he literally just went in there and did what he wanted to do. And he high-key fucked up my backsplash that I worked so hard to put up, bro. So now I gotta go back and I gotta fix some shit on that backsplash because of this nigga, bro. You know what I mean? It's just fucking ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous. How people do things of that nature. All right? I don't know, bro. If you a contractor or an electrician or a carpenter or a plumber, bro, niggas is spending, this isn't little bread, bro. You know what I'm saying? I understand maybe grand scheme of life, 2000, to $5,000 isn't a lot of money, grand scheme of life type shit. But I mean, for a young nigga, bro, for a young nigga, and a nigga who's just trying to get something together, you know what I'm saying, so he can move in and raise his seed, you know what I mean, bro. Come on, son. Come on. Quit being a bitch, nigga. You know what I mean? But you know, I don't know. It's just fucking stupid, bro. It makes me upset. It makes me upset. I feel like every time, one thing I've learned about, like, when you live in an apartment, right, it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, yo, I don't own none of the infrastructure here. You know what I mean? I'm just going to call maintenance. They're going to put a Band-Aid over it, and I'm going to have to keep calling maintenance. But it don't cost me no money to call maintenance to get a Band-Aid put on shit or to get shit fixed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? To get MacGyvered. But when you own something, bro, and every time something happens, bro, that's straight out your pocket, bro. Whether you got to do the work yourself and buy the materials, or you got to pay a nigga to do it, or you got to pay a nigga to do it and buy the materials still. You know what I mean? Bro, that shit is it's a big deal to a nigga, you know? So listen, if you do any type of like home reno services, you know what I'm saying, any type of home infrastructure services, bro, please, bro, quit being a cunt, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or don't be. If you haven't been a cunt, don't start doing it. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you know, actually, I did see something. They were talking about fucking millennials. And for transparency purposes, bro, I'm like that border between Gen Z and millennials. I'm a 97 baby. You know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying? I ain't, you know, I'm like, you know, it's kind of like you're born at the end of a generation or the very beginning of a generation, but because of your family's financial situation, you're still kind of living like the generation right before you. That's how a nigga was, all right? Like, I had dial up till like late middle school, early high school, you know what I'm saying, before niggas really got the Wi-Fi, you feel me? But yeah, I want to say niggas got like Wi-Fi in like 7th or 8th grade, bro. Everything before that was straight dial up, you know what I mean? But anything. Anyway, you know, there's something saying that like, oh, millennials don't have the DIY handy skills that baby boomers had, and I'm like, bro, that's a very bitchy fucking thing to write an article about. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like, hey, how many millennials actually own anything where they can fix it up themselves if they had to or wanted to anyway? Not very many. A lot of millennials I know renting, boy. You know what I'm saying? Renting. You think niggas, and also, bro, I'm gonna keep it hot, bro. If you're a millennial and you own your home, like you bought a house, right? You bought a house. You didn't inherit a house. You didn't just fix up a house or whatever. Like, you bought a house. Like, you was just like, yo, I'm tired of where I'm living. I want to buy and own a house that's already in existence and completed and livable, right? 9 times out of 10, you spending a minimum $250,000, bro. A smooth 250. A smooth 250, bro. A smooth 250, bro. Just to have it. That's not including fixing it up. That's not including none of that, bro. Just to say, oh, this is now the banks that they are going to slowly give me ownership of, right? You're spending at least 250, bro. If you live, depending on where you live, you can honestly, genuinely be spending 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? 100, nigga. 1,000, boy. You know what I mean? Which is a lot of money. So if I already spent, let's say $300,000, if I already spent $300,000, or even if I took out a $500,000 loan so I could get a $300,000 house and still have $200,000 for renovations and whatever else I might need for those first few years, bro. Yo, you goddamn right, I'm gonna just fucking call somebody and just pay them niggas, bro. That's what the extra bread on top of the mortgage is for. You know what I'm saying? And then also, it's just like, I feel like when you already spent $300,000 on a house, you're just kind of like, yo, I'm not trying to fuck this up myself. I'd much rather get someone who's supposedly state certified to do what they do on the crib. You know what I mean? On the crib. So I mean, those are my first 2 arguments, bro. We don't own shit, and niggas who do, it's just kind of like, bro, we already spent an exorbitant amount of money. I'd rather not fuck it up. Which is the beautiful thing about moving into the house we're moving into. You know what I'm saying? It was already paid off. Literally, all we had to do was fix it up. Like, we might have spent the equivalent of buying like a double wide trailer. You know what I mean? Like, if we just had land and just put a double wide on that bitch, probably spent the equivalent of that to get this shit. Maybe not even that, bro. I don't even know how much a double wide is now. I know them fucking prices skyrocketed over the last couple months, bro. Yeah, I could be keeping up with trailer prices, nigga. What you thought this was, bro? I'm a property brother, bro. Y'all heard the last episode, bro. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I mean, I have DIY skills. I know y'all saw that backsplash, bro. I posted that reel on my Instagram, bro. I know y'all saw that shit, bro. I know y'all saw how clean a nigga backsplash was for this electrician. Fucked my shit up. Now I gotta go back and fix that shit because I gotta take the covers off and then fill the gaps back in. You know, then there's one I gotta add a whole nother little section of fucking backsplash just so the fucking cover plate is up there more evenly because this nigga, I don't understand this nigga. But anyway, bro. I don't know. Renovating a home is one of the most stressful things ever, bro. Niggas actually just bought appliances yesterday, bro. Applied for that Lowe's credit card. You know what I'm saying? That Lowe's credit card. You feel me? That's what you got to do, bro. Especially Labor Day weekend, nigga. They talking about no interest for 24 months, nigga. No interest for 24 months, bro. Come on, son. You know, bro. You know you need a new refrigerator, bro. You know you need a new washer dryer, bro. Go ahead, get you a little credit card, bro. You know what I'm saying? No interest, 24 months, bro. And everything was on fucking sale. Like, everything was like $300, $400, $500 off, bro. Shit was insane. This is an insane deal. I never thought I'd be excited for a home improvement store Labor Day sale, but nigga, I was. All right. And yeah, bro, appliances are fucking expensive. Let's go ahead and talk about that, bro. Appliances are expensive, bro. If you priced it out for your next home, nigga, you're going to need at least $6,000, bro. I mean, I feel like $6,000 is a very safe cap because it was like, you know, we had to buy appliances. We went ahead and bought paint and a couple of other things, you know. And luckily they had like a 50% off rebate or 50% back rebate on like premium paints at Lowe's, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we was taking advantage of all the Labor Day deals, bro. All the Labor Day weekend deals, bro. We was in that bitch, bro. Now we got to buy a mattress, nigga. Bro, grown man purchases, bro. We just adulting shit up, bro. Fixing up a house, spending an exorbitant amount of money on appliances, you know what I'm saying? Having a baby. Niggas is wildin'. I'm wildin', nigga. Why ain't nobody check me? Why don't nobody check me, bro? Nobody checked me. Y'all just kept letting me do what I do, bro, and that's the problem. Y'all been listening to this podcast for over a year now, and ain't nobody check me. I love y'all, though. Shit. What else has been going on? Oh, so, you know, listen, bro. You know, niggas having this baby, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get my hustle on. So, I've been taking up a little bit of side work, right? And my new little side hustle right now, right? I decided that I'm gonna start substitute teaching, right? Last week was my first week substitute teaching, bro. I love substitute teaching. Not really, though. You know, not really logistically, no. But logistically, it's the best thing that I could have done. You know what I'm saying? Because you get to choose what days you work. You know, full days, half days. You want to go here, you want to go there. You know what I'm saying? It's a very day by day, last minute type shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, it is an experience, bro. You know what I mean? It's an experience. It is an experience. I'm going to tell you what. You know, I was subbing mostly middle school last week. And I'll tell you what, bro. These kids need Jesus and then some, bro. All right? If the children are our future, then this shit is bleak, bro. You know, like I don't know what is really going on, you know what I'm saying, in a lot of these homes and a lot of these schools. I do know some of these, the kids run some of these schools, bro. The kids is running shit at some of these schools. These middle schools, bro. These kids is, I don't even like saying that these kids are bad, but them kids is not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a lot going on. I'm sure they got a lot going on at home and in the streets or whatever. But, yo, I don't know, man. A lot of these kids need role models, bro. And, you know, my first day subbing, I was very kind of like, bro, fuck this bullshit. I don't know if I ever want to do this shit again, bro. These kids is wild. I ain't trying to fuck with these little niggas like that. And then, And it was kind of like by that second day, I was just like, yo, some of these kids straight up have only had adults in their lives demonize them and give up on them, bro. This is the only two experiences they have with older people. They're demonized. They keep getting told they're bad kids, which isn't not even to say that it isn't the case. It's kind of like one of those things where if you're told your whole life that you ain't shit, and then by the time you 25, 30, you ain't shit. You know what I mean? It's just, and everybody around you is still on you for not being shit. It's kind of like, well, what did you expect? You've been telling this little man since he was a jit that he's ain't gonna be shit. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's the same thing with a lot of these kids, where it's just kind of like, everyone's just calling them bad, and no one's really trying to figure out, oh, why are you bad? Or are you really bad, or is no one really just taking the time to try to understand you? You know what I mean? These kids need help, bro. The school system needs so much help, bro. Like, honestly, bro, if you have the time, or if you're just willing or able, you know what I'm saying? Bro, substitute teaching, bro, you can sub as much as you want to. Even if you only sub once a month, bro. Once a month, bro. You never know what kind of difference you're making. You know what I mean? You never know because these kids are strangely open with unfamiliar adults. All right. Like they will open up about themselves a lot to a stranger that they feel like may or may not care. You know what I'm saying? If they feel like you might care a little bit, you know what I mean? Or you just make yourself a little approachable, bro. These kids, they'll talk to you, bro. And they'll tell you some real shit that's going on with them. And it's like when you actually hear what kids got to say, you know what I mean? When you actually listen to what a lot of these kids have to say, bro, it's really hard to fucking it's hard to ignore it. It's hard to just say they bad. Cause it's kind of like, bro, your environment has dictated so much for you that you haven't even had a chance to fucking. A lot of these kids never had a chance to be a kid. You know what I mean? Like they're only 11, 12 years old. They have already had their childhood stripped from them, bro. And it's just, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Some of it is sad, bro. Some of it is sad. Just hearing some of these kids' stories. Some of it is just kind of like, bro, you know, these kids fucking need help, bro. If you are able to sub once a month, bro, even if once a month, twice a month, once a week, it really don't fucking matter, bro. You would be making a difference for somebody. You would be making a difference to that school, for those teachers, for those kids, which is most important to me, bro. Cause like, I don't know, man. It's been an eye-opening experience. And just being who I am, having the values that I have, and it's like on my dad's side, bro, everybody's a teacher, bro. Like my grandma was on the, board of education for her county. My great grandma was a teacher, bro. My grandma still was a teacher, shit like that. My girl a teacher, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's just kind of I have a lot of friends that are teachers. It's just kind of it's hard to go into a school, see what's going on, and not care even a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you get frustrated with the kids or whatever, it's just kind of like, bro, it's hard not to just be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, my last day at this one middle school, a kid came up to me, and it's like she was one of the more disruptive children in the class, you know what I mean? But she came to me and she was just like, just kind of asking me how I got into subbing at that school. And she straight up asked me, straight faced, almost like she was just already knew the answer for herself. Like she had already answered the question on my behalf in her head. She came up to me at the end of class and was just like, do you regret coming here to sub? And I'm like, I'd only subbed there 2 days. 2 days I subbed there. I subbed there 2 days at that school, bro. And this little girl comes up to me and asks me if I regret taking a sub position at that school, bro. And if she would have asked me the first day, I would have been like, yeah, kinda, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is rough, you know? But also, it's just like, no. Because it's like it was kind of like after you kind of got past that first day and them kids kind of knew who you were, and then just kind of like, you just slowly kind of start getting a little more respect. There's a lot more mutual respect. You know what I mean? Because then it's kind of like, oh, you know how they are. They know how you are. You know what I mean? And, for the most part, as long as you come across like, I have nothing but good intentions, for you and your classmates and stuff like that, it's a lot easier to kind of get them to at least halfway listen. You know what I mean? But the fact that that was something that she felt like she needed to ask me after I spent maybe 40 minutes each class. Each class was only like 40 minutes because I was an encore sub. And it's just kind of like, you've seen me for less than 2 hours. You know what I mean? Total. And you felt the need. I was like, oh, do you regret? Do you regret the less than 2 hours you've spent with me and my classmates? You know what I mean? And that's fucking sad. And even just talking to some of the teachers, not just at that school, but, teachers around the county and stuff, where it's just kind of like, you'll have subs who will take a long-term position for a few days or, sometimes even like up to 30 days. And then by the second or third day, you got substitutes coming in, no call, no showing because, they don't give a fuck about the kids or the kids is too rowdy or they didn't even take the time to, it's wild, bro. It was eye-opening, bro. I will say that. It was eye-opening, bro. So if you have it in your heart, you know what I'm saying? If you have it in your heart to, or even if you think that you could maybe do something like that. Because being a sub is easy, bro. My ass was on the laptop the whole time, you know what I'm saying? Doing a little bit of extra work, you know what I'm saying? Trying to book some comedy shows. I was doing a bunch of shit, you know what I'm saying, while I was subbing. Because all you're doing is babysitting, making sure ain't nobody fighting, bro. And them niggas will fight, so, you're going to have to stop something. But, yeah. Middle school is a lot less enjoyable the second time. I will say that. Like, because it's like, I came in and it's just like, you just automatically start recognizing types of kids. Because you're like, oh, I went to school with a kid like that. And you have the perspective on that back end, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember a kid like you when I was 11, 12 years old. And at 25, I know exactly what happened to that kid. And it's just like, I don't know. It's just kind of like, you almost feel like, yo, I don't want some of the shit that I've seen, my classmates go through. I don't want to see some of that shit repeated. You know what I'm saying? Especially when a lot of times it really just take one person, bro. It takes one person. Honest to God, it takes one person to get a kid to like really start to plant that seed in the kid's mind to start thinking a little different, bro. It just takes one person, bro. You know what I mean? And a lot of times it's because a lot of kids either don't see the value in themselves, they don't see the opportunities that are out there. You know what I mean? And it's, I don't know, it's different. I'll probably, especially as the school year goes along, you'll probably hear me talk more about it. But that is something, man, it was interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. What else has been going on? I did watch a documentary on the old Netflix, bro. I know this podcast is getting a little long here, but I'm going to talk about this fucking documentary. And I'm going to let y'all niggas go about your day real quick. You know what I'm saying? If you got time, bro, if you're on Netflix and you got time, watch this documentary called The Pharmacist, bro. When I tell you essentially a quick breakdown. I look here want to start a documentary podcast, but you know what I'm saying, we'll save that for another day, boy. One thing I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis of the documentary. Basically, this guy, right? He was just like, I want to change my life. I want to have, I want to live a good life. He becomes a pharmacist, buys this nice ass house in St. Bernard's Parish, in New Orleans. And then, as he's growing up, he's a pharmacist, or as he's, raising his family and all that stuff, he's a pharmacist, all that stuff. And then where his house is like literally right on the border of St. Bernard's Parish, which is, a very wealthy area, and Ninth Ward, which is a very impoverished area. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and it was just like, bro, and I guess like this guy, his son became a crackhead, you know what I mean? His son became a crackhead. And, I don't know if y'all know much about how crack works, but most people don't make it out of that situation. On the dealing side, on the using side, not a lot of people make it out of that bitch, you know what I'm saying? But, this guy, his son gets murked, you know what I mean? And it's a whole lot of deception, tomfoolery, a whole lot of just, bro, it's some demons out in this world, bro. Let's go ahead and throw that out there. It's a lot of demons in this world that just do evil, you know what I'm saying? Some ne'er-do-wells. And, but, this loving father, bro, he was just like, yo, I'm finna go rogue as shit. He a pharmacist. He was like, I'm gonna go straight Batman on these niggas. No gun. I have to reiterate that. If this nigga ever, if Dan Schneider from St. Bernard's Parish, New Orleans, Louisiana, ever runs for president, I'm voting twice in every state. I'm gonna buy property in every state, become a resident, and I'm gonna vote for Dan Schneider from St. Bernard's Parish, New Orleans, Louisiana, for fucking president. That nigga needs to be president. All right, despite the fact that his son got killed during a crack deal. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden's son is a fucking drug addict, and we just let that shit slide. He's the oldest president ever, and his son, you know what I'm saying, is a not to speak on the, addiction is an illness. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga boy's sick. But yeah, so he goes all Batman, through the Ninth Ward, trying to figure out who killed his son. You know what I mean? And, as any good father should, you know what I mean? He's the no gun, though, bro. I have to reiterate, no gun. No one got hurt. Nobody got killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did that shit God's way. And, solved his son's murder essentially by himself, bro. It took him like 2 years. The police gave up like 5 months into the motherfucking shit. This nigga solved his son's murder, bro. This nigga, he is on a high. And then, next thing he knows, he's still a pharmacist. You know what I'm saying? Next thing he knows, he starts noticing a bunch of fucking kids coming in for OxyContin prescriptions, right? Just a bunch of healthy ass kids who don't really need no oxys, you know what I'm saying, coming in with oxy prescriptions, bro. He's just like, oh, hell no. Not in my fucking neighborhood. And he goes and he literally takes on the opioid epidemic in the state of Louisiana. He just takes that shit on almost essentially by himself, bro. And it turns out, I guess the DEA and FBI, they were low-key doing some shit, but it was taking them niggas years. Nigga, years to fucking do. To do what this nigga did in roughly a year, this nigga, Dan Schneider for motherfucking president. That's all I can say, bro. Dan Schneider for president, bro. He got one of the biggest, I guess, OxyContin pill mills in New Orleans. Got that shit shut down off the strength of the love of his son and wanting to save other children from a life of addiction, death, and despair. You know what I mean? And it's just like, he does, towards the end of the documentary, he starts questioning, whether his actions to try to stop shit kind of, backfired and perpetuated it a little harder, you know what I mean? And it's like, we're still dealing with, drug crises now. But also, that type of shit has never been, that shit ain't new. You know what I mean? That shit ain't new. In human history in general, especially not in America, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is the country of gluttony and lust, baby. All right? That's what America about. We about gluttony. We about lust and not liking people that ain't like us for whatever reason, even though we pride ourselves on being the melting pot. But yeah, so he's just taking on just this whole thing that's killing children head on by himself, bro. I implore y'all niggas to watch it. Y'all should watch it, bro. The Pharmacist, bro. If I genuinely might do a documentary podcast just to go into depth about some of these. Netflix low-key be snapping sometimes. I wasn't fucking with, I know a couple months ago I was saying, I don't fuck with true crime. I don't really, I might have been a liar, nigga. Some of these shits is good. The Doctor, bruh, y'all niggas watch it. The Pharmacist, bro. The Pharmacist, y'all niggas go watch it, bro. It's fire. It's fire. It just gets you going. It's a great story. Like, it's so close to being a feel-good story if so many children didn't die. So close. If they would have ended that bitch after episode 2, it would have been a beautiful story. But yet there was a second half where just hella kids die. And, that's just how life goes, I guess, when drugs is in the mix, bro. So, but yeah. All right. Is there anything else I wanted to say to y'all before I sign off of this bitch? Oh, if you live in North Carolina, this is, I don't really know shit about it. This is just some shit that I read, I'm saying, hella quick. But, Big Papa Joe, you know what I'm saying, out here, you know what I'm saying, is, forgiving student loans. Like, I think, like, $10,000 for, people who make less than $125 or some shit like that. And then $20,000 for people who make less than that and also have to receive Pell Grants. You are eligible potentially eligible for student loan forgiveness, but, in a few states, including North Carolina, I want to say there's 5 states total, including North Carolina, student loan forgiveness will be taxed. How it will be taxed, I have no idea. I'm hoping that it won't be taxed as income. You know what I mean? Because technically that's money that you're not using. You know what I mean? You're technically just getting that $10,000 back. You know what I mean? Even though the $10,000 never existed in the first place to literally anybody. That, bro, this is what has me fucked up, bro. Money is so imaginary. Money is so imaginary that we will give you a lump sum of fake money, tell you to pay us back this fake money that we high-key never even had ourselves. And then we're going to be like, oh, you can actually, we'll just forgive that debt, but we'll have to tax that fake money that never existed in neither your hands or their hands. I don't understand, bro. Money's fake. Everybody learn how to barter. Everybody grow something or learn a trade. And we just need to start bartering services and goods again, bro. That's the only way to fix this fucking economy. Because it's just a bunch of old fucking I went to school ass niggas. You went to school about some imaginary shit, bro. I'm gonna keep out, if you an economist, you know what I'm saying, or what, bro, this shit is not real. All right, let's keep it hot. Your whole career, your whole life is a farce. All right, it's a farce, bro. It's a farce. All right. So that's all I'm saying, bro. If you can, bro, if you take anything from this episode, right? Anything from this episode, tell people you love them. All right. If you can, you know what I'm saying? Substitute teach, bro. Make a difference in the world. Don't do drugs, all right? And if you can, try to fight drugs. You know what I'm saying? Try to beat drugs ass if you see it in public. And also, bro, you know what I'm saying? Yo, everybody just get a farm and just learn how to take care of themselves the way God intended, bro. Fuck that imaginary ass money. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But hell yeah, that's the fucking podcast for the week. Thank y'all niggas for listening. Appreciate y'all checking in with your boy. I hope y'all have a great week. I hope you have a great Labor Day. I hope you fucking relax. All right. Hope you hug your kids and your loved ones and give them big old wet ass kisses on the cheeks. You know what I'm saying? You know how life go. Every week you already know what the deal is. Make 7 to 10 people smile, including yourself. So that's really 6 to 9. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? If you make 6 to 9 people smile a week, bro, that's like 1 million people total. 1 million. If you make 6 to 9 people smile and they make 6 to 9 people smile, eventually it's 1 billion people smiling. All right. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? But yeah, support the podcast, you know what I'm saying, in all the little ways that y'all already do, you know what I'm saying, rate, review, share this bitch, you know what I'm saying, listen to the ad, listen to the outro, hey, I love y'all niggas, all right, I love y'all niggas, goodbye. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed yourself and want to support the channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. For full episodes of the Oowap, be sure to hit that podcast link in the description box. And for exclusive and extended content, hit that Patreon link. Love y'all homies. Be easy.